I've got a few things today. Hey Paige, how you doing? Old school treasures and has second chance treasure. Dove love Coyote 5760. DJ is in the house. Y'all give DJ a follow. He's going with me tonight. Fleta just joined. Mike Death File Picker. If you're here, drop your chat right there. Make you come on here. I've got to get on Facebook. I'm not really doing anything over here. I just want to make sure there's no trolls. We'll be on for 15 minutes. I'm not going to sell a darn thing. I might do a giveaway though. I guess I should have probably got that one ready. I want to tell you about today, but I've got some other stuff and I want some live sellers in here. So if you know a live seller that you think might be available, come on in here. Good, bad, or indifferent live seller. That's what we're about today. And I want to talk about a few things. Mike's going to give you an update if he shows up, and on if there's new people. If you're new here, have not been approved yet. Hello, Jax. How you doing? If you're there, he is. If you're new here, he's going to talk about the processes for onboarding for the new folks. If you already made it through the gate, then you're good to go. Invite co-host. You're ready to go. I'm going live on Facebook. This won't apply. You came and what happened? There you go. A lot of this won't apply to folks listening on Facebook or on Garage Sale Nation whenever that goes live over there. But part of it will. Let me start with that part first. Tonight, thanks for Mike throwing an idea, putting an idea in Tony's head, Tony's Retro Plus, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. You think we can do it? And now I'm nervous. We've got over 15,000 people on this platform. We're growing, averaging about 50 a day for the last few days, sometimes more, sometimes less. And so we decided we're going to go live against each other just to show that there's different buyers, different sellers, different buyers at different times and stuff, and that it can be done if you do it right. And then it turned into a competition, and then it turned into a charity. It is childhood cancer awareness month this month. And so St. Jude is going to benefit tonight, as is Ronald McDonald House. 10%. I know Tony's Retro Plus said 10%, and so did Pacific Picker. I did just, hey, winner pays $50, so we're going to do that still. I'm going to add 10% onto mine. We're going to open it up to donations. DJ, it's up to you what you want to do as well. He's going with me tonight. That should be really, really good. Come by and support it. And I saw Keith Vintage Sports Flips post, and he's trying to show all of us up. Did you see that, Mike?
No, I did not.
You should see what he's selling tonight right after us. You should. I mean, it's good stuff. Turner's got a scrimmage, but I don't know how I'm going to bid on it when I'm driving because he's got a Gumby. He's got sweet stuff right after us as well as some other sales.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
shared the thing that Keith sent.
Super
I
cool
shared
stuff.
it earlier this week.
I am afraid that I'm going to get the socks kicked out of me here tonight because I'm going to have to go away from toys a little bit tonight too. We're going to throw in some stuff, try and draw on those ladies for you ladies running those trains coming up. I got some sterling silver salt and pepper shakers, some other stuff like that. But today, that's not what this is about. There you go. It really is, Keith. And I know those guys are going to bring stuff to beat me. So it's like, what am I even trying for? I do have one more announcement, but I wanted Mike to talk to some of the new people and some of the mods that are in here and people in the chats that can help answer the questions from the new people who are coming in about onboarding and live selling. We're slowing the process down. We're being slightly more selective. We still want everybody to have a good shot at it, but we're taking it methodically. All right, Mike, take it away.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you all out there for tuning in. I just want to let you know, for those of you that don't know, I'm Mike Deathpile Picker. I'm going to be running an onboarding program for Dibdit. And essentially what it is when you apply to sell, I'll get the applications. I'll send you a memo, and it will say read the guidelines and then engage in the onboarding chat channel. You're just going to RSVP. I'll do an onboarding every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'll drop the link in that channel. If you show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't. Just whenever you sign in, we'll make sure that people are going to sign in with their @ or their username. That way I can track that and then activate your live capabilities. This will allow us to focus our efforts on our sellers and kind of streamline the process, because right now we have a ton of y'all that are out there that are sellers, Everybody wants to join in. They want to post some static listings. Everybody will be welcome to do that right off the bat. And just make sure that you read the guidelines. It says that right in the chat channel. Read the guidelines, post whatever you want, and then if you want to progress to the lives, all you'll do is attend that onboarding, and then we'll make sure everybody's on the same page, and it will prevent issues that we had and ensure that we just continue to grow and we all have a great time. That's what we're here for.
Mike, there's a question there. Read that one, and I'll make a statement. I grew up in an environment where Wednesday night at 7 o'clock we went to church. So, what about if you can't make it on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock? Will there be like one day a month that's different for people?
No. Death Pile Sugar Mama has me here at all times, and I have no problem if there's special accommodations. If there's a certain night of the week, we all have kids, we all have obligations, and I'm more than willing to work with y'all. We'll try and consolidate it and try and throw in 1 to 2 extra options every 2 weeks if needed, and we'll make sure that it makes it happen. The question that said, you're already signed up, you're approved to be a seller, do you need to attend the onboarding? There is, if you already have the live capabilities, there's nothing we can stop you from going live. I will tell you, it will be hugely beneficial at understanding where our marketplace stands for above and beyond the guidelines, and it will help set you up for success. We'll go over different things as far as looking at the markets, look at what you're competing with, and being able to put yourself in the best situation to have success. That's what we want. We're always going to promote that. We promote a good time, but you sellers, y'all are here to have success. Y'all are here to make some money. Yeah. So we want to focus on that.
I'll just be frank. There will be sellers that won't have success. That's just the way this is, and there's not much we can do about it. It takes some learning. It takes a process. Some people get it right off the bat, and they have the things in place. We've talked about this on the podcast before. I'm not going to go over it all before. There are certain things you need to have to be a successful live seller. It's not your face. I promise you that. Look at Mike. He does a great job.
There you go.
So there's just other things that you need to do. Yeah, no doubt. And people will struggle. You kind of got to get that. Plus, we're not a huge marketplace. We're growing. We want to make this work. We want the people who are here with us now to look back in 2 years and be glad they're here, building their audience now with us 1 year, whatever. Some people are happy they're doing it right now, right? They've already had success. Just know that it's a process. And I need help. I'll be honest with you. I'm doing a lot. Today I just purchased a Nintendo Switch 2 out of my own pocket. We're going to put that out there for I'm gonna sell for $1. I normally buy things for $1, try and sell them for $500. This time I bought it for over $500, and I'm gonna sell for $1. That should be way easier, right? That'll be promoted on all my channels and stuff. But listen, when you see those things out there that we put out, don't underestimate your own ability as far as pulling people in. Don't underestimate one person, 2 people coming into this marketplace, helping you out as a seller. Don't underestimate what you can do to help. I've talked to Mimi, all the stuff she's doing to help. I don't care if you got 50 followers on your Instagram. I don't care if it's your phone number. Every seller has a code, it has a link. Send it to your mom, send it to your brother, sister, whatever, and say, hey, come on, join us, watch my show, critique me, do whatever, sit in there, have fun with us. And if they ever buy something, you get $5 for it, and they get $5 free if it's $10 or more. Don't underestimate what you can do to help us. So I'm reaching out. If you haven't figured it out, I'm nervous about today. We got 4 sellers running at the same time selling expensive stuff, and the buyers are probably licking their chops out there. And so, whatever you could do to help, you don't have to, is really, really nice. I can run a there you go. So, don't underestimate what you could do to help us do this. I appreciate all of you. There's so many of you that help in different ways to grow this, and it's been fun. And we've built it hopefully with a solid enough foundation that when it does succeed, it's actual real success. And I'm trying desperately to grow my Facebook page, which is mostly non-resellers. Hi, people. Come on over and join us. We're going to be doing events, doing different things. It's not always going to work out for everybody, But it's all part of the process. Some of the people been here for a long, long time can tell you the days where they went live and there was 2 people in their show, and that pretty much didn't happen. Um, as far as advice for running shows, I watched a show the other day, and they had. I might give away who it is, so I'm not gonna do it. But there was 3 items up on the screen. If I was at a yard sale, I would have probably not paid $1 a piece for those items. Okay, so the asking price was $3. The shipping was 7, and that's the kind of thing that somebody would buy, not necessarily a reseller would buy, but that's something that somebody would buy out there. But the problem is, it was run at the very beginning of a show, and so there's this hurdle to get over. If the progressive shipping on that is $1, they were small, or $1.50 or $2 even, then there would have been a buyer for that if they had already bought one item. The
Right.
beginning of your show is very, very important in what you're running. Sometimes you've got to get the first buyer. Really, I've said it before, you got to get 3 buyers. That's why I say don't underestimate one person. One person is really, really key to this. And so if you can bring one person to this platform and they come through your link, you can get a little money, whatever it is. It would be tremendously helpful at this point. And we've got some strategies to grow in the short term and in the long term, and we're going to start to implement those, and it will grow for sure. Mike, will your Wednesday news seller info classes be recorded?
No, we want to do we. They're no number one.
I'm sure they're
They don't
asking for a
trust me to
different
record
reason.
anything on them.
They're
What are
probably
you saying?
asking so you could somebody can watch it. That's hilarious.
Yes. No. Um. Just attend. Like we're not going to go like super in depth. And if anything, it's going
It
to
sure
help you. It's going to help you be on camera. If you have any doubts about that, because if you look at the aspect, like a lot of us are pickers and everything, uh, we're dealing with people in short segments. A show on here can be 30 minutes, it can be an hour, it can be 2 hours. It has to be what you're comfortable with. But above all else is building rapport. You have to have rapport with those people. They're giving you a shot coming into your shows, and sometimes it's for 30 seconds. What can you do to latch on? What can you do to keep them there and be the person that they want to support? So
yeah.
we'll go over a lot of stuff.
I think I'm trying to think of an example, but I'll get back to it in a minute. There are a lot of people who come on and they'll stick it out. I've seen shows go bad for 20, 30 minutes and then they go great. And so there's that too. I also am foreseeing trouble between sellers with time slots and not being rated and whatever. I'm seeing that in the future, my crystal ball. And the best way to deal with that is try to run. We want multiple shows. We want all kinds of stuff being sold on here. Is try to post your shows early, be able to make adjustments, and to communicate. Know the other sellers on this platform where you can send them a quick little message and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Work with other people, especially in your niche, what you're selling, and get to know them and have conversations with them. Over time, there will probably be people that will become a pain in the butt, and we might have to get rid of some people, but I'm not, hopefully that's not the case, but I imagine there'll be issues, so just be prepared for that. As we're growing, I think a key to the success of this is when we bring people over, that they see constant activity on all kinds of levels that they enjoy. In other words, I want there to be 2 shows, 3 shows, 4 shows running at the same time that are totally different. Somebody's selling purses, somebody's selling makeup, somebody's selling toys, somebody's selling comics, somebody's selling whatever. Because then they realize, hey, I can come over here at any time of the day and I can click on it and somebody will be on there. And some people just want somebody to hang out with. So be a nice person that they want to hang out with is really, really key as well. I know people like Sherlock when he runs his shows, he's just talking to people. If he sells something, he sells something and whatever. Be very aware of who's around you and who's selling. I do this. I don't say everybody has to do this, but when I go live, I'll say, or before I go off and I raid one show, I'll say what the other shows are. It's a really nice thing to do for your other sellers as well. That's why I'm on here right now, because The Trash Panda is going to sell here in a few minutes, and he's going to sell records. I listen to his shows, and I rarely buy a record, but I learn, and I enjoy the shows, and other people buy the records. So you got Laserdisc. There you go. So you could,
Can I address something that Paige said?
yeah.
Yeah, he had actually asked. He's like, "Hey, will I be exclusive? I'm only allowed to run on Dibdit, or can I do it elsewhere?" Look, we want everybody to have success. We're not going to lie. We want you to do it on Dibdit because we think we've done everything that we can to build this marketplace for y'all, for customers, for buyers, for sellers, everything. If you're not in an admin or a moderator role, you are welcome to sell on any other market. And if you are not in that same role anywhere else with specific competing markets, then you're welcome to sell over here as well. I'll tell you, I've spent 10 hours on the phone over the last 4 days, and you guys will start to see some old faces, and we're welcoming people back. Our thing was not a lot of people knew what was going on, and we did everything that we could to say, hey, you know what? Here's some rope. You can pull yourself up, or you can hang yourself with it. We're starting to square one, and we want to. That's what we want. We want what Dibdit was always meant to be. So that's the answer to your question in the long route.
I'll say this. I spent a lot of time talking on the phone, and what my belief the whole time. There's a lot of great people that have done nothing wrong whatsoever, and it's just a very small minority. What we don't want to see, and if we do see a pattern of it, is selling here in order to grow something else, and that's sometimes hard to determine. But sometimes it's very easy to determine, very easy. And so, yeah, you can sell wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. But if you are here and we determine that you are here for the purpose of growing something else, then you're really not a part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's the easiest way I can say it.
No,
And
he's right. We wish you best. We part ways, and then
yeah,
we see each other out there on the garage sale trail. We shake hands, we have a drink, and we hang out. We be cordial, and you know, everybody grows. But stay here. Dibdit's going to do the best.
mm-hmm. Well, Mike makes those promises. I feel the pressure, and that's the truth. I feel pressure to pull through for a lot of people, and that's hard on me. And I got a great group of people, and thank you for joining in. That's why I say things may not always be the way we want them to be that day, but I I envision this being something that just grows over time, becomes very, very beneficial for some people. Some people give it a shot, and some people kind of like, yeah, it's just not for me, or it's not for me right now. It's gonna grow. I'm dedicated to it because I want to sell here. This is the community of people I want to sell with, and the buyers have been terrific to me, and I think you'll see that tonight too. And hopefully I've been good for the buyers, and hopefully buyers out there agree with that as well. So that's just it. I'm going to come on here. Thank you, Mike, for coming on.
Yeah,
Reach out to
I'm gonna
Mike.
hop
You
off.
see the mods, the admins, and everybody. Reach out to them. Don't blow them up over silly stuff all the time. I also want to say one more quick thing. I've said it before, but I want to say it again. If you have an issue with a purchase that you've made, or there's a seller issue, try to resolve it the best you can with the person, and then go to supporteddistrict.net at this moment, and don't open a chargeback. There's been people kicked off of this platform for opening a chargeback before, not by us, because they bought 50 things and they opened a chargeback on their card. There's a charge for all 50 of those things, y'all. They will I almost every case so far, there's been like two so far in all of this, that there was really a dispute that came to me. It was like, you got to handle this. Actually, there's been three. Like, we don't know the right thing. There are gray areas, but almost everything gets dealt with in a far superior way when it's dealt here on the platform than where it goes off platform. I'm just warning people out there. Okay. Shirley was a star from day one. And look, I mean, I'll be honest. The best way to be a star is to bring good stuff and start it at low prices. And then if you do that, I hate to tell people to do that because sometimes at the beginning it doesn't work for them. But eventually it's like, I'm not missing a Shirley show. So it works. It does work. It's difficult to get that sometimes though. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt about it. So okay, we're gonna raid. Thank y'all, and I'll see you at. Mike's got a show right after Trash Panda, also records, but the big shows are coming on tonight at 6. There are shows before it. Is Second Chance going today? There's a bunch of shows, y'all. They're right there. Go take a look. Keith's show. Um, There'll be multiple shows after that running against each other, and it should be a fun night. So I'm looking forward to it. Give me a follow, Nick says. Gonna have a great show later this week. Give Nick a follow. I think I'm already following you, Nick, so I can't. Yep, I'm already following you. February 2025. Okay, let's go check out Trash Panda, y'all. Thank you.